Such has been Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's impact at Manchester United, or rather the lack of it. He has been the star of the first two episodes of What's Kickin'. Welcome back to What's Kickin', our brand new football chat show which gives you, the fans, the most important people in football, a chance to express your views and opinions on the biggest talking points of every English Premier League match week. And these are the results from last weekend's English Premier League match week, where we saw Liverpool hammer Watford 5-0 away from home. Leicester City obviously beat Manchester United 4-2. Manchester City won their game 2-0. And Aston Villa, who were leading 2-0, lost 3-2 against Wolverhampton Wanderers. And Arsenal staged a fight back to draw 2-2 with Crystal Palace. Today, I have two special Manchester United fans with me today. It's Anas bin Pawan and New Wei Hao. And I'm going to be asking them about our topic today, which is, should Ole Gunnar Solskjaer be sacked before the Liverpool game? And that's what we're going to ask our two fans here. And also we do have one extra guest this week, where we have football analyst Craig Morraies, who will be coming on later on into the show and giving his opinions on what our guests think about today's topic. So I'm going to introduce you first, Anas. About our topic, should Manchester United sack Ole Gunnar Solskjaer before the Liverpool game?
It's not about Ole. I think it's about more on the players. The players are not performing. So that's the real issue. It's not Ole. Even if we bring in the best coaches in the world, for instance, Zidane, Klopp, or anyone, it won't bring any changes. Maybe a few games, then after that, it'll still be the same thing.
All right, thank you very much. And now, how about you, Neil? What do you think about this? You think Ole should still be in there?
I think Ole should be out since last season. Reasoning because Ole, he doesn't have the capability to manage a big club like Man United. He was saying that just trust this process. I mean, we don't know what process is he talking about. I know that he's saying that all this process is building up United culture, playing attractive football, but that was during his time.
All right, this is I think this is going to be a heaty debate, because it's very interesting to United fans who have different opinions. Where Anas said Ole should be in. Neo, you want Ole out. You thought he should be out way long time ago. But Anas, currently, when you look at the Manchester United squad, do you think what Neo has said, it's do you think he has a point?
But you see, it's not about Ole. At the end of the day, I can see that the team is struggling in terms of motivation, and we are lacking real leadership on the pitch. So I don't see anyone who's capable enough of leading Man U on the pitch. So that's the real issue. It's not just Ole, because Ole out, you bring someone in. I don't see anyone that can bring impact immediately. So that's the issue right now.
Anas, when you say there's no leader, do you think it was too early maybe to give the captain's armband to Harry Maguire?
The thing is, I think Harry Maguire, if you compare with Vidic, with Ferdinand or Roy Keane, I don't see any leadership attributes that he has. That's the issue, There's none. I can't say anyone in the Man U team right now who's capable enough to be a leader right now. That's the big issue.
All right, Neil, what do you think? Do you think Anas has a point?
The thing is that who picked this team? It's the manager who picked the team. Mm-hmm. Okay. Ultimately, it's it's Ole and the higher up that's are responsible for all this team selection. To who to recruit, what are the tactics to implement. All the while we do know that United they lack defensive midfield, a solid defensive midfield in the form of, like, for example, Rodri from Man City, or even Fabinho from Liverpool. We lack someone like that. But yet they still decided to make do without this defensive midfield, hoping Fred, McTominay, and even Pogba can do the job, which obviously three of them, they are more like a creative midfielder compared to a defensive midfielder.
Manchester United's next game is against Atlanta in the Champions League. If Manchester United lose to Atlanta, do you think you would change your mind about having Ole out before the Liverpool game?
To be honest, I've never been a huge supporter of Ole. I can already forecast that Man U is going to lose to Atlanta though. It's either lose or draw because by the way they are playing with no emotions, no love towards the club. So for me, the result you can already predict what's going to happen. You can already predict what's going to happen against Liverpool also.
That one's the one.
Yeah, I can already predict.
So you have no faith in Manchester United beating Liverpool Sunday, even playing at home?
But you'll be surprised. Okay, you'll be surprised looking at statistics that sometimes Man U can pull off results unexpectedly against the big teams, especially against Liverpool or Big Four. So even though I don't have any hope that they're going to win, but something like a different kind of result might happen eventually.
All right, well, basically in the last 5 meetings, hasn't really gone Manchester United's way. They've only won 1, drew 2, and they lost twice against Liverpool for the last 5 games. Neil, what do you think? Do you think this Atlanta game could be your dream come true if they lose? Ole's out.
He missed the chance in Leicester. So now you have Atlanta. Atlanta is doing quite well. They are playing a quite attractive football. They are going to struggle against Atlanta. Okay, and after Atlanta against Liverpool, we do know what's going to happen in that match. Okay, sorry to say that. I think Liverpool is going to, it's going to win. It's going to put him a very impressive performance.
If we compare this season and last season, actually you're only 1 point difference. Where last season you had 13, now it's 14 points after 8 games. Obviously you think Ole should have a better start, right?
Yes, I think Ole should have a better start. But don't forget, last season they finished second, 12 points because Chelsea had a crisis. They changed manager.
And Leicester.
Okay, that's first. They brought in Tuchel. Tuchel was, you can imagine if Tuchel was in the team starting from a season, I think Chelsea would be above Man United. And Liverpool lost Van Dijk and Matip through injury. They have a crisis, injury crisis. Okay. So if both of them are playing, I'm sure Man United won't finish second. United, it could be struggling to finish 4th.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. So I don't understand what is success when Ole Gunnar say that last season was a success.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, you have to be happy second place. You haven't been there for so long, huh?
No.
Yeah, but okay, put it this way.
Please, man.
Is Harry Maguire worth 80 million, and would he get into Liverpool's first 11 or Manchester City's first 11? What do you think?
I think looking at the current situation, Maguire wouldn't even fit into Leicester City right now. So
I like you. All right, but do you think Joe Gomez, I know that different teams there, but as players, do you think Joe Gomez, when fit, could be better than Harry Maguire?
No, I don't think so.
All right.
I wouldn't. Yeah.
Okay, Neil, what do you think?
I think any Liverpool centre-back is an upgrade to a Man United centre-back.
I like you.
You see, the issue right now, if you say Liverpool, any Liverpool player is an upgrade to Man U, right? Okay, now the thing is, what happened if we bring Klopp to Man U? You think, okay, definitely it's a 10 times upgrade, but you think he can solve the problem?
Yes, I would think he would be able to, because don't forget, Liverpool, MU is facing a crisis like Liverpool. Okay? But obviously Liverpool is having a bad crisis. It's even worse than MU.
You see, but then Liverpool back then, they don't have any superstar like us. You see, right now we already have, I think, 3 or 4 superstar. You see, like Pogba. I think Pogba is more interested with his Instagram. Lingard is interested with his Instagram. And then Pogba come with a fancy hairstyle every game. I don't see that as a menu. We don't have this kind of player before this, though.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why Jurgen Klopp, you don't forget, because MU we have a few players that still can be molded into a United culture.
Right.
I think Paul Pogba is, for me, I think Paul Pogba should go. They shouldn't have offered him a contract extension next year. He should just go together with David De Gea. The two high earners should go. You free up the space. You bring up all the young players. Sancho is one of them that you can mold. He's only 20. So Jurgen Klopp would fit in well with MU United because all these young players will be able to mold it by him.
All right. Thanks, guys. We're going to bring in Craig Morraies, a football analyst, and we're going to actually ask him. He's a Manchester United fan like you guys, so it'll be interesting. Craig, do you think United can beat Liverpool under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer?
Yeah, I see no reason why they can't. Despite the recent form and the troubles that Man United and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer have. I mean, all it takes is a win over Liverpool to kind of get everyone back on a positive note and giving the team a bit of confidence. And I mean, it's football. It can easily happen. We've seen, madder and crazier things happen. But it is the perfect way to respond to this poor run of form for United and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. There's absolutely no reason why they can't. Whether Ole and his coaching staff can motivate the players to do that and get up for this game and tactically, sort the team out. I mean, Liverpool are in a rich vein of form. There's no question about it. Mo Salah, in my opinion, is currently the best player in the world. I mean, it's going to take a lot to stop them, but like I said, to give the team confidence. I mean, what a way to rebound and kind of restart their season.
Yeah, but Craig, Manchester United players don't need motivation from anyone to face Liverpool, don't you think?
Well, it's not the fact that they need motivation to face Liverpool. It's the motivation that they need because of the poor run of form. I mean, when you have draws and losses, and I think especially from the Leicester game, the manner in that defeat, you could see the body language of not only the players, but even Ole Gunnar Solskjaer on the touchline. His body language was, it was quite worrying, to be honest with you, as a United fan and a fan of Ole. I've always been Ole in. It was quite worrying. I mean, he did look clueless on the touchline.
All right, Craig, and what have you thought about Anas and Neo? Their opinions today. We asked them about if United lose to Atlanta, will Ole still be there for the Liverpool game? How about Harry Maguire? Would he get into a Liverpool or Manchester City 11? Is he worth 80 million? What do you think, Craig? What do you think of their opinions?
If he loses heavily against Liverpool, it's a different question because we saw with Jose Mourinho, he got sacked straight after losing to Liverpool at Anfield. And, that was the end for him. And that's when Ole came in. So I wouldn't be surprised if there was a heavy defeat. And I'm going to say that again, heavy defeat against Liverpool. I think there's going to be a lot of questions asked. There's going to be a lot of pressure.
And what do you think about Harry Maguire? Would he get into a current Liverpool or Man City's first 11?
Comfortably.
I
do think. Well, yeah. I mean, we go back.
United's kept one clean sheet the whole season.
Yeah, but he's not a goalkeeper. I mean, there's four other guys next to him in that back line. You don't base it on one defender.
What, 80 million?
I mean, you should know that, Nick. Come on, as a goalkeeper as well. It's always a different case when a player plays for Man United and when he doesn't play for Man United.
Yeah, but come on, Craig. You Luke Shaw, Harry Maguire, Rafa Varane, Wan-Bissaka, and Solskjaer has recently just said De Gea is the best goalkeeper in the world.
Let me finish.
One clean sheet and you've got the best goalkeeper in the world.
I mean, based on current form, he's right up there. I mean, I thought, if you look at the performances against Villarreal, he was absolutely outstanding.
No clean sheet.
Even against Leicester, if it wasn't for him, it could have been a lot more. But I couldn't even believe you brought up Joe Gomez. I mean, Joe Gomez can't even get into the Liverpool starting lineup. He's been on the bench for most of the season, and you're comparing him to a guy that starts for England, starts for Man United. And you're talking about a guy who can't even get, into the starting lineup. All
right, thank you. I want to thank everyone. I loved everyone's input. You've had your own debates about your Manchester United team. I've had a little debate. I'm going to see you all Sunday. We'll know if Ole will still be in the dugout or not after the Atlanta game. Anas still wants him. Neil wants him out. Craig's just gonna be biased and say everything Manchester United. So thank you very much everyone for being on the show. Great points there from our fans Anas and Neil, and also football analyst Craig Morraies. Don't forget to catch the big match on the weekend to see who's right. Join us again next week. Look out for our topic on all our social media platforms. Send your views to this email address, and those with the best arguments will be chosen to be on our show. Join our Football Mad tribe and let your football voice be heard.